I don't trust him at all. 90-Day Fiancé. The Other Way star Jenny expresses her dislike for Sumit's friend Rohit. Jenny Slatin has once again made headlines after openly expressing intense distrust towards Sumit's longtime friend, Rohit. The tension reportedly escalated during a private conversation where Jenny firmly stated she doesn't trust Rohit at all, citing past incidents where he allegedly interfered in her relationship with Sumit. According to sources close to the couple, Jenny believes Rohit often tries to manipulate Sumit's decisions by reminding him of traditional expectations and pressuring him to distance himself from her. Fans of 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way are not surprised by Jenny's reaction. Many viewers remember Rohit's earlier involvement when he allegedly encouraged Sumit to hide information from Jenny. Some reports suggest that Rohit was one of the people advising Sumit against marrying Jenny due to societal pressure and the large age gap between the couple. Jenny reportedly feels that Rohit has never genuinely supported their relationship and is only friendly to Sumit while indirectly disrespecting her. Sources claim Jenny confronted Sumit privately, telling him that Rohit has always acted like a silent villain in their journey. She allegedly reminded Sumit how difficult their path had been due to external influence, especially from friends like Rohit who never fully accepted her. A person close to the couple revealed that Jenny believes Rohit sees her as an outsider and frequently inserts himself into personal matters that don't concern him. The clash reportedly deepened after Rohit offered unsolicited advice regarding Jenny and Sumit's future plans. During a recent gathering, Rohit allegedly questioned whether their relationship would last, saying that marrying might not have been the right decision. This reportedly enraged Jenny, who felt the remark showed disrespect towards their marriage and disregard for what they had already endured. According to insiders, Jenny confronted Rohit directly, asking him why he constantly interferes when he knows how much criticism and family resistance they already face. Rohit allegedly tried to defend himself by saying he was just looking out for Sumit, suggesting he was being logical. However, Jenny reportedly interpreted this as passive-aggressive behavior and stated she wouldn't tolerate such interference anymore. Fans have taken to social media to discuss the conflict, with many supporting Jenny. Viewers note that Rohit has always appeared dismissive of her feelings and often encouraged Sumit to prioritize cultural norms over his emotional connection. Several followers on fan forums argue that Rohit's continuous skepticism contributes to Sumit's occasional hesitation in openly supporting Jenny against family pressure. Reports also indicate that Jenny suspects Rohit speaks negatively about her behind her back, possibly influencing other members of Sumit's friend circle. She allegedly told Sumit that loyalty requires setting boundaries with people who try to create doubts. According to a source, Jenny firmly believes that Rohit still hopes Sumit will reconsider their marriage and eventually walk away. The situation reportedly became more strained when Rohit mentioned future complications related to aging and lifestyle differences. Jenny saw this as a direct attack, feeling he was undermining her worth and belittling their love. Those close to her say she made it clear that she would rather stay away from people who constantly question her presence in Sumit's life. Fans recall that during earlier seasons, Rohit was among the few friends who seemed supportive on camera. However, recent behind-the-scenes reports suggest his views have hardened over time. Some speculate he might be influenced by conservative acquaintances who consider the marriage unconventional. Jenny reportedly believes that Rohit is pretending to be neutral but secretly advising Sumit to move toward a more traditional lifestyle. During a private moment, Jenny allegedly told Sumit she felt Rohit's actions were not just unsupportive but potentially damaging to their relationship. She reportedly said that after all the struggles with Sumit's parents, she does not want to face more emotional challenges from his friends. According to sources, Jenny expressed disappointment that Rohit never acknowledged how much she sacrificed to be with Sumit. Sumit, meanwhile, is said to be caught between his wife and his longtime friend. People close to the couple claim that he understands Jenny's feelings but is hesitant to sever ties due to the duration of his friendship with Rohit. Some insiders speculate that Rohit may be using emotional guilt to keep his influence intact. Jenny reportedly told Sumit that choosing peace might require limiting communication with Rohit. Several fan groups have voiced concern that this conflict could affect Jenny and Sumit's future storyline. Some believe this tension shows how cultural and social influences remain major obstacles in cross-border marriages. Others suggest that Rohit's involvement could trigger new drama, highlighting Sumit's previous struggles with making independent decisions. Reports also indicate that Jenny feels Rohit doesn't respect her as Sumit's life partner. She allegedly believes he still sees their relationship as temporary, despite their marriage. Followers point out that Rohit has never publicly congratulated them in a meaningful way. Jenny reportedly considers this evidence that he doesn't accept her fully. Fans are debating whether Sumit should take a firmer stance. Some argue that true loyalty to Jenny means clearly telling Rohit to stop questioning their marriage. Others believe Sumit is trying to prevent conflict and maintain peace among friends and family. However, many agree that Rohit's ongoing interference could lead to a deeper divide between Jenny and Sumit if not addressed. Social media commentary suggests that Jenny's honesty resonates with many fans who admire her resilience. Observers note that she has never hidden her frustration when outsiders make judgments. Some viewers believe her latest statement reflects years of bottled-up emotion towards people who never supported her but continued to influence Sumit. Several fan pages have shared posts comparing Rohit's attitude to that of Sumit's parents, who initially disapproved of Jenny. They argue that Rohit is acting similarly by not accepting their marriage fully. Jenny reportedly worries that Rohit's influence could create additional emotional strain, especially if he manipulates Sumit during difficult decision-making moments. Current speculation suggests that Jenny may start distancing herself from gatherings involving Rohit to avoid further discomfort. Some sources claim she advised Sumit to attend events alone if Rohit is present, rather than forcing her into awkward interactions. Jenny reportedly said she values her emotional security and will not engage with individuals who undermine her. Friends close to Jenny state that she is determined not to repeat past mistakes where she tolerated disrespect to maintain peace. She reportedly told Sumit that mutual respect is non-negotiable and that anyone intending to continue criticizing their relationship should stay away. According to insiders, Sumit is considering how to balance his loyalty, but is aware of Jenny's strong feelings. Fan reactions have been mixed regarding Sumit's next move. Some viewers think he should prioritize Jenny's emotional well-being, while others argue that completely cutting off a long-term friend could lead to regret. However, supporters of Jenny emphasize that protecting the marriage should be the top priority and that friends who contribute to doubt are harmful. Sources indicate that Jenny is prepared to stand her ground if Rohit attempts further involvement. She reportedly told Sumit that trust cannot exist around people who constantly search for flaws. Fans believe this situation could test the strength of Jenny and Sumit's bond, forcing decisions that shape their long-term future. Jenny's recent remarks regarding her distrust towards Rohit have now reportedly caused further unease within her relationship dynamic with Sumit. According to close sources, Jenny believes Rohit is deliberately trying to create subtle friction between the couple. She reportedly stated that Rohit never truly respected her journey, especially during the years she waited for Sumit to commit fully. Observers claim Jenny has begun distancing herself psychologically from anyone who reminds her of past obstacles, including Rohit. In private discussions, Jenny allegedly emphasized that Rohit's behavior reflects deep-rooted bias, as he regularly highlights traditional expectations instead of acknowledging the emotional depth of their connection. According to insiders, Rohit recently pointed out the family's concerns again, indirectly suggesting that Jenny should understand the reality of cultural norms. This statement reportedly pushed Jenny to express that Rohit continually tries to reinsert negativity into their marriage. A friend close to the couple suggested that Jenny feels Rohit's tone often appears supportive in front of Sumit, but turns critical when discussing her separately. Some sources believe Rohit might be encouraging Sumit to avoid long-term decisions involving relocation to the United States, claiming it could affect his future responsibilities. Jenny reportedly sees this as another attempt to hinder progress. Reports from people familiar with the situation indicate that Jenny has become more vocal in asserting her right to peace within the marriage. She allegedly reminded Sumit that their relationship survived intense scrutiny from his family, legal complications, and emotional battles. Therefore, she believes no friend should have the power to reintroduce doubt at this stage. Some insiders claim Jenny suggested that Rohit's involvement may have influenced past incidents where Sumit hesitated to stand by her during conflicts. Fan communities have pointed out that Rohit might be struggling to adapt to the couple's married reality. Followers argue that he was comfortable during the uncertainty phase of their relationship, but appears uncomfortable now that Jenny holds a permanent place. Jenny reportedly believes Rohit preferred when Sumit was more dependent on external opinions rather than making choices based on mutual respect. Social media sentiment indicates rising support for Jenny, with many fans expressing that friendships should never overpower marital trust. Multiple posts highlight how Rohit often speaks from a perspective rooted in societal image rather than emotional truth. Observers believe Jenny's recent statements are her way of drawing a clear boundary to prevent emotional manipulation. According to updated sources, Rohit has not responded publicly to Jenny's words, but has reportedly expressed discomfort about being portrayed negatively. He allegedly shared with close friends that he was only highlighting practical concerns regarding their future. However, people close to Jenny counter this claim, suggesting that practical concerns must be communicated with respect, not with subtle doubt. Reports indicate Sumit is currently evaluating how to approach this situation without heightening tensions. Some insiders say he understands why Jenny feels hurt, given her history of fighting for acceptance. Yet, he reportedly fears that completely distancing from Rohit could impact long-standing social relations. According to one source, Sumit may attempt to mediate a calm discussion, although Jenny reportedly has little interest in further conversations unless real acknowledgement is offered. Fans continue to debate whether Rohit truly cares for Sumit's emotional stability. Some viewers argue that Rohit's constant reminders of limitations fail to recognize the strength of the couple's commitment. Jenny reportedly told Sumit that anyone who keeps pointing towards potential failure is not acting in good faith. Sources claim she emphasized that encouragement does not require ignoring concerns, but must not come from a place of disbelief. Insiders believe Jenny is now adopting a self-protective mindset. She reportedly shared with Sumit that she will no longer tolerate repeated emotional triggers from people who never embraced her sincerely. Some suggest she hinted at minimizing social participation where Rohit is present, unless Sumit decisively addresses the disrespect issue. The current situation has divided opinions in online communities, with some defending Rohit's right to voice concern, while others strongly believe he crossed emotional boundaries. Several fans describe Jenny's reaction as justified frustration built up over time. They point out that after enduring cultural criticism, family rejection, and legal complexity, she deserves unwavering support, not renewed